All right, what's good, everybody? My name is Gahel. Welcome back to another video. I know I mentioned in the previous video I was going to go over an album. You can already tell by the title, an album that I feel like I resonated with a lot. And that album is obviously Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper by Kendrick Lamar. This album came out a couple weeks ago in May. And yeah, when this album came out, I didn't really know what kind of vibe Kendrick was going to be on. Like I mentioned before, I'm a big fan. So yeah, I feel like whenever Kendrick drops, it's always gonna be like a surprise because you never know like what state of mind he's gonna be on or like what he's gonna rap about. Obviously, he's gonna be something like, mad like intellectual, like mad like sophisticated. So it was very interesting to see where he was gonna go with this because obviously he took some time off from like dropping music. He's been writing off the songs off of like Damn a lot, which is an old album that he dropped a while ago. He had something that came out like the Black Panther album, and that was cool, that was dope. But his solo project, this one, it was very interesting to see how he was gonna, present himself in front of everybody. But it also makes sense now that we know where the album, or how he created the album, or what mindset he was in when he created this album. So right off the bat, I'm not saying like I'm a music analyst or anything like that, and like I'm an expert like album reviewer or anything like that. I'm just here to talk about the album and what it means to me. So like right off the bat, this album is obviously Kendrick going through like self-reflection, and that's basically what it is. He's talking about how he feels in his head on where he's at in his life and how his actions have affected himself, his family, and probably other people around in his life. You feel me? So on a song like Crown, Kendrick talks about how he can't please everybody. Obviously he's like on a bigger scale than most of us, but that's something I relate to with because on the song he says, I can't please everybody, I can't please everybody, like over and over again. And I feel like a lot of people like around my age or younger or even older, go through that experience where it's like you make decisions, but not everyone's gonna rock with you after that. Because I know I made some choices that, that not everyone's gonna like, or I make some decision that's completely left field from the majority, and sometimes that's just what it is, But obviously, you gotta stay true to yourself, I guess, and that's something I resonated with, when I heard that song. When I first did the run through of the song, Crown was a really good one. You can't please everybody, and that's just what it is. Another song that I resonated with was N95. It's probably one of the most popular songs on the album. It's the second song on the album. And it's obviously telling people who are listening to it, when I heard it, it's like you have all these accolades and all these materialistic things and all these like non-realistic things like likes on Instagram and, like having these amount of reposts. It's like once you take out all of that stuff, it's like, what do you have left? Like all these things are not like really, probably satisfying. Sometimes people use that stuff to cover up how they really feel or like what's going on inside. And I feel like, a lot of people do that from my experiences from talking to people. A lot of people like to have like crazy amounts of jewelry. And I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but I like jewelry too, But, it's just something to think about. It's like, yeah, I have like 1,000 or 1,000,000 likes on Instagram, but then what, And something like cancel culture, like is cancel culture even real? To be honest, I don't think so, because there's been many instances where like people probably do some crazy stuff and then people are like, oh, you're canceled, but then like 2 weeks later you kind of forget about it, and then like you're back from where you were before. So that's just something to think about. That's just something I thought about. It's like, what do you got left? You feel me? So yeah. Now, a big part of the album is, Kendrick Lamar talking to an older gentleman at Cartoll. He's an author. He wrote a book like A New Earth. I heard that book's really good. I haven't read it yet, but it's a good book, I heard. And he talks about a lot of different stuff. And something that connected with me is Kendrick's relationship with his partner, his significant other, and how he has behaved through that relationship. And I feel like in the song We Cry Together, I feel like that's something I feel like a lot of people can relate to in that song. Like I don't even have to say much about it. Obviously in the song, there's a couple, a guy and a girl. They're just going at each other, just saying some crazy things, cursing each other out. And I feel like a lot of us have gone through something like that. We're in a toxic relationship, just beefing with our partner, sometimes over stupid little stuff. I've done it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been in a few toxic situations, and you just gotta learn how to grow from being toxic. But yeah, they're going at each other, and obviously in a toxic relationship, most of the time, the best way you guys make up is, getting together and starting a whole bunch of shenanigans. So that's something that, I was like, damn, I heard that, and I was like, damn, I felt like I went back in time and, witnessed myself in a situation like that. So that was pretty funny, but also eye-opening too. I feel like a lot of relationships, the reason why they get into like crazy beefs is because probably, one partner or both partners are just not allowing themselves to be, vulnerable, open, and honest with each other. And, I feel like a lot of people go through that. And in the song Die Hard, that's on the album, I feel like Kendrick goes over that and like how he needs to understand, he needs to get past that trauma or get past that, situation that just doesn't allow him to be a full-time lover, a person that accepts a lot of love. And that's something I resonated with because, I've experienced that, my relationship with women sometimes. But, you just gotta learn how to be open. Being vulnerable is not that bad, that I'm learning to do. So, yeah. There's a lot of good songs on this album. There truly is. I could talk about this album forever. I can go through each song, but there's a lot of songs on there. But I'll just tell you guys, if you haven't already, the album's been out for a while now. Go listen to it. Whenever an album comes out, I usually take like a whole week or 2 weeks to actually live with the album and then pick points out that I really like a lot, whether it's the beat, whether it's the lyrics. And, I just write them down in my notebook. And then I use that experience, in my own artwork to see if I can create my own type of my own type of stuff with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a song, Mother I Sober, talking about breaking generational curses and whatnot. But, just go listen to it. Go listen to it. Great album. And hopefully you guys like this video. This is my first album breakdown. It's not perfect, but yeah, that's basically what it is. Anyways, hope you guys like it. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. All right. Peace.